Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's that time of year again where pre-orders are continuing to come in. So today's going to be a quick product review. I don't buy steam engines often. You'll see that most of what I purchase is diesels. There are occasional times where I purchase steam engines, which is what today's video is about. And with that, before I forget, please make sure to like this video below, subscribe below, it's free. It really helps the video with the YouTube algorithm, the channel with the YouTube algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, please make sure to comment below. Let me know what you think about this video, whether you agree with my opinions, disagree with my opinions. Enjoy. Thanks for watching. This just came in. This is the Jersey Central Green Bullet. Or just the Bullet. This train ran from Jersey City to Wilkes-Barre in Pennsylvania, and it's a green colored steam engine. Now, I don't buy steam engines often, so why exactly did I pick Green Bullet as one of the only 2 steam engines I pre-ordered this year? I guess to do that, let me recap on why exactly I'm doing this channel.
What are you doing?
Climbing on my soapbox, Judge. I do it once a week.
Get off that thing now, Mr. Shore.
I decided to create a YouTube channel, and there's basically 2 reasons. Maybe 3 reasons. The first reason is I like modern passenger stuff or hard to find passenger consists. The second reason I started the channel is to go over computer controlled layouts. That's computer controlled signals, computer controlled turnouts, things where I had to go to HO channels. It's not very popular in O-scale. I had to go to HO channels to figure out how to do what I want to do. I had to talk to HO guys up in Amherst at the Springfield Train Show to figure out what I wanted to do and wire how I wanted to do the computer controlled system. I've gotten my conceptual wiring working. I've gotten 1 switch working. I've gotten 1 detector and 1 signal working. That means I've proven out my wiring, so I'm going to rip that all apart and then correctly around the entire layout. But that's the second reason. And then the third reason is just to, share progress. If me being excited about something is certainly great, but being able to share that with people on Discord, online, and then having them ask questions and be as excited as I am when I go ahead and get something to work, like the switch or the signal or automated announcements, little fun things like that, that adds a new layer of enjoyment to the hobby. Finding a community of people who are like-minded like myself was the third reason for starting the channel. So that essentially covers the recap. I'm a fairly open book. I'm going to give honest reviews. If I have something and I don't like it, I'm going to let you all know that I don't like it. If I have something and there's issues with it, I will let you know about the issues. I think it's my responsibility as someone posting something to a public forum to be as transparent and honest about it, and that is sort of my commitment on whenever I post any of this stuff. If I buy something and I absolutely hate it, or the color is wrong, Lionel Dreyfus, I will call it out. With that, I got the Bullet because of the fact that the passenger cars were only made once by MTH. They are hard to find, and I like hard to find passenger items. As a result, I found the passenger cars at a York. I don't remember which York this was. The only thing I do remember was this was a York I decided to take the LARR and Amtrak to it. I found the bulk of the passenger cars at a York, I think it was last year. And then the other 2 cars I found, someone posted pictures from a hobby shop up in Rhode Island, and I found the full consist up there. A buddy of mine, Eric, who runs the Eric Trainman channel, he said it took him a couple years to get the full consist. In the end, it turned out to be a good decision. This engine came out exceptionally well, so I'm very happy I purchased it. My understanding is Maddie from Maddie C Trains and Carmine were basically consultants with MTH, or at least MTH consulted them on how to develop the engine, and it came out very well. So here is the new Green Bullet. This is the brand new engine that MTH just released about a week ago, or at least it came in about a week ago. These cars are from the only other time the Green Bullet was, well, I think it's just called the Bullet, but it was the only other time that MTH released the Bullet. They also released these green passenger cars. As you can see, there's a slight color difference. It's not terrible.
Not great, not terrible.
But there is definitely a difference if you were going to get this run to go with the passenger cars. From my understanding, one reseller is planning on potentially rerunning these green passenger cars. If they do, I'm going to purchase them so that they'll match.
How's the pressure?
But if they don't, it's not really a big deal. These look great running around. I have a PS1 Blue Comet over here to compare the tooling between the two. At first glance, I think that you can notice specific things. For example, the details over here, they're there, but they're not specifically painted. Whereas on the new one, you have red for the valve, you have chrome-plated steam chest covers. Actually, they're chrome-plated on the old one also. I think the biggest difference, besides the fact that the new one has whistle steam, the biggest difference is if you look in the cab. So if I go over here and look in the cab, you can see the curtains, and there's just way more detailing in there. You still have the firebox and everything that comes with a MTH Premier steam engine, but if you compare that to the old PS1 Comet, it's a lot blander. It's all blue, there's no curtains, there's no specific detailing, so the new version definitely shows off those details. And then another obvious thing with the old PS1s, you always had these steel, I don't know if they're steel or not, but you had these unpainted sidebars. Obviously, it's a lot more detailed on the newer version. One of the biggest differences that I just noticed now are these really nice painted wheels. The old version doesn't have that.
They'll need to send out the dog catcher if we don't stay on schedule.
So, just to show off some of that whistle steam. Really great job on that. And then, of course, the last noticeable difference is that this is chrome. On the old PS1, it's blue. So just a really nice job on the new engine. The only really major issue I've had is on this layout, there seems to be an issue with it on the Atlas switch tracks. So if we take a look here as it attempts to go through this crossover, it does get stuck. And I'm not 100% sure why it's getting stuck. My thought, I mean, obviously it's losing power, but my thought was MTH engines are just supposed to glide through until they get power back. So if anyone knows how to potentially fix that, I mean, my assumption is I probably have to add please let me know down in the comments. Yeah. So they both, at least they're consistent. So they both get stuck on this switch. Any help from everyone is definitely appreciated on how to get around this.